Welcome to Total Retail Talks, your podcast channel for retail knowledge.
Hello, and welcome to episode 78 of Total Retail Talks. I'm Joe Keenan, Executive Editor of Total Retail. Today I'm joined by Kiran Smith, Vice President, Chief Marketing Officer at Brookstone, a retailer of unique gift ideas and cool gadgets. We're going to be discussing how Brookstone is using chip card technology to cut down on fraudulent purchases. Thanks for joining me, Kiran.
So great to be here, Joe. Thank you.
So let's talk a little bit about Brookstone and the business, and in particular its use of chip card technology. So before you're working with Visa, before you were using chip card technology, what were some of the challenges or issues that Brookstone faced in dealing with fraud?
Before implementing the chip card technology, obviously the biggest issue was being a target for fraud. And the biggest reason that we had for going with the chip card technology was really to keep our customers' data safe. That was at the forefront. And so what we wanted to do as an innovative company, we felt that it was our obligation to our customer to make sure that we were doing whatever we could to keep their data safe and not be a target for those who are looking to do some harm.
Yeah, and then so I mentioned you're working with Visa and its quick chip technology. So can you talk a little bit about that relationship and how that partnership has helped in that area of kind of protecting yourself from fraudulent activity?
Well, for us, the partnership with Visa on the quick chip technology was a huge win on both sides. And here's why. When retailers moved over to the chip technology, it was more secure. That was the plus side. But the downside of it was that it was slow, right? And retail at checkout, especially, every second counts. Customers want to get in and out as quickly as they can, especially during the holiday season. So by partnering with Visa, what we were able to do is in a very quick and pretty seamless way, get the technology in, test it. Once we got any of the little bugs rolled out, we were able to roll that out to over our 200 stores very quickly and very efficiently. It was one of the smoothest projects I've been part of. Yeah,
so that I'm going to jump ahead. One of the questions I had was around kind of the implementation of the technology. So talk about that time frame a little bit, and then what was kind of the process like for alerting and training staff? You obviously have at the point of sale terminals, you have cashiers at your brick and mortar stores. Can you talk about kind of getting them up to speed about this new process as well?
Absolutely. Well, first of all, the updates were made literally overnight. Once Aris, who is one of our other partners, developed the solution for us, we were able to download the software to our stores in a schedule we determined. And with just a few key stores, we started out. And once we were confident, we got all the everything worked out. We started with the staff training. The staff training was pretty easy. It was very short, easy to understand. And the best part of that is that our own store associates were so excited about the technology because they want to obviously serve the customers as well as they can as well. So we were with that quick rollout, with the easy training, all predetermined, and we actually had our associates help us write the training, which is for us is a great win. It was a really, really easy rollout, and everyone worked well together.
So did you have a couple pilot stores go first, and then you see how it worked and rolled out to the entire network of stores, or was it kind of all at once?
Nope, we did a couple of pilot stores. We have, and that always works better for us just to make sure that any glitches are ironed out. But a couple of pilot stores. But it really, from when we piloted it to when we rolled it out across the stores, was extremely quick.
So we talked a little bit about, kind of then internally what the reaction was from your employees and staff. How about the reaction and feedback from Brookstone's customers? Since you mentioned kind of everyone wants to check out, especially they want to get in and out of a store if they found what they want and they're going to purchase it. Can you talk about sort of the reaction of your customers to this new chip card technology?
This is my favorite part of the whole relationship, was what our customers' reactions were. I think my favorite was, did that really work? Because people couldn't believe how quick it was. We've all been there when we put our credit card into the machine and we wait and we look at the screen, we look up at the associate, we look at our screen, and while it only is a few seconds, it feels like a lot longer. Now add all the stress during the holiday season where you're just going from store to store trying to get your shopping done. The best part, and our associates felt like it was a gift they gave to our customers, was when you saw the surprise and delight on their face when it went within seconds, so significantly slower than what they typically are used to. And they were like, they'd get a grin on their face. And like, what better way could you wrap up their visit to your store than by helping them get in and out as quickly as they could?
Yeah, and then so what are the business benefits then? You mentioned that quicker checkout. What are some of the benefits that Brookstone's realized since it started using this quick chip technology in its stores?
The biggest are its speed and safety, right? It's about having the data more secure, less of a target for fraud, but also the ability for our customers to be able to put that exclamation point at the end of the transaction. Those are the two biggest benefits that we have.
Yeah, and with store traffic and being a challenge for many retailers, is this are you tracking any data or relationship between the store experience and then getting those same customers back in the store? I guess this is just another way to kind of improve that store experience, so you keep on getting traffic coming back and back to your stores.
That's exactly right. And honestly, I would look at it, think of it as a fact that you may bring up during a cocktail party, right? That you're at where someone's like, oh my gosh, you wouldn't believe it. I was at a Brookstone this weekend, and how it's always so annoying when you have to wait and wait. It took seconds. Like that, a little bit of the word of mouth side of it is really what for us is a side benefit of having implementing this technology.
Yeah, and then and then obviously, like you said, side benefit, but really the security aspect that you're able to give to your customers as well.
Exactly. And again, the security of our customers' data is our top priority. We want them to have a great shopping experience, and part of what defines a great shopping experience for us is for them to feel that it is safe and secure to do business with us.
And then my final question, Kiran, is just having gone through this process with Visa and implementing their technology, do you have any thoughts from your firsthand experience, any advice for other retailers that may be looking to integrate chip card technology into their businesses?
I would say that you have to go into it with a partnership in mind, where we were really literally joined at the hip with Visa on this one. We worked together on the project plans. We worked together on selecting the stores that we were going to test it. Both teams were on the ground doing the testing. It really was a commitment that we made to want for this to go as seamlessly as possible. And I think my advice to everybody would be keep the customer in mind. Know that the objective is to give them as great of experience as you can. And with that, it's really easy.
Great. Well, I want to take this opportunity to thank Kiran Smith of Brookstone for her time. Please check out our podcast channel page, mytotalretail.com/podcasts for show notes. Total Retail Talks is available on iTunes, Google Play, and Stitcher, but make sure to subscribe on our podcast channel page as well. Lastly, please follow us on Twitter at MyTotalRetail or on Facebook at facebook.com/MyTotalRetail. Thanks, and I look forward to you joining us on the next episode of Total Retail Talks.